Good morning, my hairy vaginers and guys with micro peeners. Wall Street just had itself a champagne shower, and no, I'm not talking about a golden shower. All the indexes, S&P, NASDAQ, and Dow, well, they hit record highs, baby. Yeah, they hit record highs. That is record, like Usain Bolt record. And they did it together through the power of friendship, most importantly. And this is the first time that's happened since 2021. Now, why did this happen? Well, because the Fed finally cut rates by 25 basis points. Yeah, investors acted like Powell just dropped free iPhones from a helicopter. $57 billion flowed into stocks last week, the biggest since December. Forget Taylor Swift tickets, baby. The real frenzy is a Fed cut, it seems. So, don't get too comfortable with this, though. This week is what I call the Fed's open mic night. Stephen Miran, Trump's new Fed governor, gets his debut. He's like the rookie quarterback. We're all just waiting to see if he fumbles. Then Tuesday, Big Daddy Powell, Papa Powell, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking to us. And let me save you the suspense. He'll say, yes, we cut rates, but don't start popping bottles. Inflation's still hanging around like your ex who won't return your hoodie. So there's that. He's basically Buzzkill Barbie. Now, the Fed Watch. Monday, we have Miran speaking. Yes, the man, the myth, the legend, the new Fed chair that Trump has appointed, who will be a trigger-happy, rate-cutting asshole, I'm sure. Now, expect carefully scripted sound bites about inflation discipline, but everyone will be reading between the lines for, well, a Trump shadow of this. Now, Tuesday, we have Powell taking the stage, the big one. Watch for his tone. If he hints at more cuts, markets will run faster than a Jamaican 4x4 team. You know what I mean? And actually, I should say USA 4x1 team, I think, because they just beat the Jamaicans. Yeah, USA #1, baby, back on top with that track and field. And just when you thought it was safe to stop caring, by the way, about inflation, boom, mic drop. Friday brings the Fed's favorite number, Core PCE. Expected at 0.2% month over month, 2.9% year over year, still above target, which means, well, Powell still got night sweats. Like he ate too many Arby's sandwiches. That happened to me. I got the meat sweats the other night. Oh my God, it was so bad. And I destroyed my toilet the next day. Anyways, if the number cools, well, the Santa Claus rally is coming to town. The Santa Claus rally is coming to town. But if it doesn't, the markets are going to throw a toddler-level tantrum in the cereal aisle at Walmart and then end up on the subreddit, the people of Walmart. Now, some inflation and economic data. Like I said, we have Core PCE on Friday, the Fed's preferred gauge. And then Wednesday, we have some housing data. New home sales plus building permits. Mortgages are at 1-year lows. So watch if buyers are stampeding back or still priced out, which we did a whole thing on this. Adjustable rate mortgages are making a comeback, baby. But people might not be able to afford them. So make sure you watch that video. That's in the YouTube, our last video. Now, meanwhile, we don't just have a Fed circus this week. We've got actual earnings to spice things up. Not that bullshit we saw last week like FedEx. Who cares how many packages they're delivering quarter over quarter? The highlight, Micron. Investors want to know if AI is still the golden goose or if it's just ChatGPT writing fake earnings previews. Now, Costco's also on deck here because nothing says consumer health like buying a pallet of ketchup and 400 rolls of toilet paper for the low price of $19.99. You'll never have to leave your house to wipe your ass again, folks. Now, earnings to watch. Micron, that AI demand check. Costco, consumer spending barometer. And others, we have Firefly Aerospace. Whatever. AutoZone, because get in the zone, AutoZone, and then Cintas, Accenture, and KB Homes. So watch out for those earnings this week. Now, the political side, tariffs on China, still on pause until November. Shutdown chatter in D.C., nobody cares. Nobody cares because apparently investors believe Congress will figure it out, which is like trusting your drunk uncle to fix your Wi-Fi. Not happening, but God bless. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. God bless your optimism. Now, the macro backdrop we have coming all over you hard, coming all over you. Tariffs on China, they're paused until November 10th. Government's shutdown risk, well, minimal concern on Wall Street, even as Congress acts like Kenny Pickett trying to throw a football and fumble it. Now, let's talk oil. Crude prices are down over 10% this year. That's right. Stocks are at records. Gold is soaring. Bitcoin's partying like it's 2021. And oil, well, it's sitting alone at the lunch table. Just like me. Because nobody likes these videos, apparently. Now, why is this happening? OPEC Plus keeps pumping like it's dollar beer night. Saudi Arabia wants market share, and meanwhile, the AI boom is stressing America's power grid so badly. We're seriously talking about nuclear energy again. And all I have to say is Hiroshima. So that's the last time we got into nuclear stuff. Bank of America says it's a $10 trillion opportunity. The translation, uranium stocks just got their Viagra prescription filled. So expect some Grinch boners coming on you hard Monday. Then we have energy and commodities. Oil, it's down 10% year to date, despite weaker dollar. OPEC is raising production into oversupply. And nuclear, well, the demand is just booming from AI power needs because them suckers are, you think Superhead back in the day from Lil Wayne songs could suck power. Well, wait till you see what these AI chips can do. You know what I mean? So here's the bottom line. Don't let the record highs fool you, people. The markets are on a Fed cut sugar rush. This week, watch Miran and Powell's tone, Friday's PCE inflation read, Micron for AI demand, and Costco for consumer sanity. Everything else is just bullshit and noise. We're either setting up for a nice, steady rally or the mother of all hangovers. Place your bets because the only certainty is volatility. And trust me, the roller coaster has no seatbelts. You're not wearing a condom after meeting that girl off Tinder. You're risking it for the biscuits. Anyways, this has been Max Pitts. This is Trades and Gains at Investor Central Club. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you're all having a great day. Happy Sunday. Let's go bet on some football now.